guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel and welcome to my annual what's in my bag video. I literally filmed this exactly a year ago and I just love watching these, even though most of us on a day-to-day basis have the same items in our bag, like keys, wallet, phone. I don't know, I just think it's kind of fun to see how people organize their purses and their bags, and especially with something like a baggu medium crescent bag, which is the bag that I use. This I consider a Mary Poppins bag because the amount of stuff that is in here and it doesn't even feel heavy is unreal. I will say and preface this that I think I have more in my purse than the average person, and that's just because if you guys are like somewhat new here, we live about 45 minutes to an hour outside of the city now. So when I go to run errands, it's more of like a half day ordeal, and so I just like to be a bit more prepared now. So I probably carry a little bit more than like I did when we lived in the city and I could just like run out on my lunch break to go to the store. And yeah, so let's just jump into it. Like I mentioned, I use the baggu medium crescent bag. I'll put some clips in of what it looks like when I'm wearing it. You've probably seen it a ton of my vlogs. It's pretty much the only purse that I use. And I will say it gets maybe less rigid the more that you wear it. I have a checkered one as well, and I'll put a clip of what that one looks like on. I've only used that one once or twice, and it's definitely more of a rigid material. You kind of have to like break them in almost for them to become soft. So yeah, I've been using this one for about a year and a half, almost 2 years now, and I absolutely love it. On the outside of my purse, I just have a little Lewis Hamilton keychain, and then I pretty much always have a clip on my purse, especially with the summer just being warm. I want to be able to put my hair up. So anytime I like come in the house and hang my purse up, I just like to make sure there's a clip on it for when I'm heading out. And I got this one from Brianna in my little like bridal goodie bag when we got married. It just says Mrs. on it, and I think it's so cute, and it's pretty neutral and it goes with most outfits. So yeah, always have a claw clip on here for this wild hair. So the purse itself is one big compartment, and then it has two zippered pockets on the side. So let's just go through the zippered pockets, I guess. So the first one has kind of like things that I want to just be able to grab in an instant. The things in the middle are more so things that I kind of have to scavenge around for. This first side, I have a collection of pens. And these are my 4 favorite pens, in case anyone is wondering, and I have to have one of each because I like to use a different pen for a different purpose. So we've got a Sharpie pen, a classic day-to-day to-do list pen, love her. We've got this black pen. I don't even know what this is, like the brand of it, but this is my annotating pen. Then we've got a Bic Round Stick M. Also a great annotating pen. And then the Pentel RSVP is what I like to use if I have to sign something like at the post office or something. So assortment of pens. Then I just have 2 little pouches in here that I like to just be able to reach for really quickly. The first one, it looks like this. And I'll link anything I can down below for you guys. And this I just like for jewelry. Sometimes if I am out running errands and then I decide to go to the gym on the way home, I just like to have a little pouch that I can like slip my rings into, or if I want to take my earrings off, they don't get lost in my purse. It's the perfect size to just be able to slip my rings into if I decide like I need to take them off. Sometimes with the summer and the heat, my fingers get swollen, and so I just like to take them off to be more comfortable. So I have this little guy. And then I also just have like a little change purse. I'm a big cash person. I always have change with me, and so I just have this like little change purse from, I think it's probably from Amazon, and it's one of those ones that you have to like kind of put pressure on it and it opens up. So obviously blue, my favorite color. So that's what's in the first side pocket. And in terms of the other one, I actually keep 2 full-size bottles in here. The first being my anxiety medication. That one's pretty self-explanatory. Also keep my Ritual Symbiotic Plus in here, which is a pre, pro, and postbiotic, and a huge thank you to Ritual for sponsoring today's video. I've been using this on and off for 2 years now, but then consistently for the last 6 months because it really is my favorite. I just want to preface this by saying I think it is extremely important to do your research in terms of like a prebiotic, probiotic, postbiotic, because there are different strains that are formulated to help you with different things. So please make sure that you do your research. And I feel like in society, we hear a lot about probiotics nowadays, but no one really talks about the importance of prebiotics and postbiotics. Prebiotics support the growth of healthy bacteria, and then postbiotics help support your gut barrier function. I specifically love the Ritual one because it has a minty taste. And if you guys know, I have long COVID and one of my biggest symptoms is chronic nausea. So I had to shift a lot of my supplements to things that were easy for me to take once I started kind of struggling with this. I also just appreciate a brand that puts a lot of research into their supplements. So they have a delayed release capsule, which is designed to help reach the colon, which is an ideal place for probiotics to survive and grow. Like I mentioned, I think it's extremely important to do your research in terms of which supplement in like a pre, post, and probiotic is best for you, because they all have different strains that do different things. The Ritual one works best for me. Two strains that work really well in my body. The first one being Bifidobacterium animalis, which for me promote regularity and helps alleviate constipation, which is something I struggle with. I have IBS mixed, and so yeah. Also Lactobacillus rhamnosus, which is a really great strain for females because it actually helps reduce bacterial and yeast infections. So this is just why it works best for me, but please do your research and look into like what strains will work best for you. As someone with stomach problems, I just noticed a really big difference when I am consistent with my supplements. Helps a lot with my bloating, and then of course constipation, because we're on the go a lot, and you know, traveling, stress, lack of sleep is a gut disruptor. Something like the Ritual Symbiotic Plus is really, really great to add into your routine. I really love it because it's a subscription base, so you never run out. And then also the Symbiotic Plus is shelf stable, so you don't have to keep it in the fridge. I actually prefer keeping mine in my purse because I like to take it in the morning, 30 minutes before I have breakfast. You can take it any time of day, before you eat, after you eat, with food, without food. It really just depends on when it works best for you. But I really enjoy keeping it in my purse because sometimes I'm out running errands first thing in the morning. I'm grabbing coffee with my mom. And I've noticed for me personally, the best time for me to take it is 30 minutes before I eat breakfast. So I just like to keep it in my bag so it's always there, readily accessible. So huge thank you to Ritual for sponsoring this portion of the video. I'll put my discount code on the screen for you guys, which gets you 25% off your first order of Ritual. And I'll also put a link in my description to shop. And I always have my purse hanging in the entryway, so it's always kind of like readily accessible. So yeah, I keep that in my bag. As you can tell, I kind of like to keep the bigger things in this side pocket just so that they're not taking up room in the like large opening of my purse. I also have a Glycomed hand cream, NYX brow gel, because listen, my eyebrows, they're unruly and they don't want to like stay put. I don't really have well-defined brows, so I do have to fill them in and kind of like really play with them. So I just like to have something like this. If I'm on the go and I notice that my eyebrows are not like looking so hot, I can just fix them really quick. I also have one of many lip balms because I am a lip balm hoarder. I've got the Summer Fridays lip butter balm. I really love this stuff. This is the vanilla beige, which is my favorite. And then lastly, in this section, I have the Malin & Goat's Strawberry Praise perfume. I really like this. I think I got this in a FabFitFun box and I love it. It feels just like very summery and it's a little roller. I just love having a little perfume in my bag to freshen up on the go. I feel like especially with summer and like it being like sweaty and warm, I just like to have a little mini perfume on the go, and I prefer a roller ball to the little spritzy ones. I find those little like spritz samples you get at Sephora only last a few times and then I forget to replace it. So something like this is just like the perfect size to keep in, for me to keep in my purse. Okay, that's everything that are in the tube zippered pockets. Now let's move on to just like the main area. First thing that's in here is my Kindle. I bring this with me everywhere. Even if I have like 5 to 10 minutes of downtime, I always am reading, honestly. So yeah, I have the Kindle Oasis, currently reading A Novel Love Story by Ashley Boston, and it just fits in here so well. I can even fit my iPad in here too. Truly the best bag. It's like I said, a Mary Poppins bag. I bring it as my personal item in the airport. Bring it to work. Love it. Speaking of work, I need to throw this out. It's just a mask because I was in the office yesterday, so gotta throw that out because there's still certain spots in the hospital where you need to wear a mask. Okay, this is very niche, but I highly recommend if you own a small business, if you're a creator or own any sort of company and you need to hold on to your receipts, or even if you're traveling for your corporate job, I have to hold on to my receipts to claim them. I just carry around a little envelope in my bag. I am notorious for losing receipts, and I literally, you guys, just spent the entire weekend redoing my taxes because I had to like go through emails, find receipts and all that stuff. So I'm determined in 2024 to be better about keeping all my receipts in one spot. So I just keep this in my bag with me. That way if I need to do a return, they're all there. And then at the end of every month, I'll take them out, put them in my QuickBooks, and then file them away for tax season. So yeah, I just keep some receipts in here. Another receipt that I need to put in the folder, some American cash. You never know when you're gonna need it, except I live in Canada. My wallet, I do have a few different wallets. I kind of change them out just depending on my mood, but this one is probably my favorite. It's Love and Lore. I'm not like a huge like expensive wallet girly. I find it gets kind of scratched up in your purse with your keys. So this one's from Indigo. It's like $15. I think I've had it for like 3 years and I think it's the perfect size. And you know when the card holder is like really stiff and you can't get the cards out? That's like my biggest pet peeve. This top one, don't worry, it's just my Costco card, has 4 cards in it and I can easily get them all out. So I love a wallet that I can actually get the cards out of the slots, and then in the zipper pocket I just keep cash. So that's the wallet that I'm currently using. This is my holy grail if you're a creator, especially if you're doing like short form content. This is amazing. This is a little phone tripod and you're gonna be like, Carter, how? It's so tiny. It is MagSafe, so you just need to have a MagSafe charger, and it's just like the perfect size for on the go, and it becomes the perfect little size tripod for on the go, whether you're like on a trip shooting content or just like out and about. It's literally the perfect size and I love this so much. We've got another dollar bill. We've got 2 more lip balms. We've got a mini Summer Fridays in the vanilla, and then Carmex, which is just like the OG, my favorite lip balm of all time. I usually keep my smaller AirPods in here as well, just you never know. Sometimes I'm feeling really anxious or overwhelmed. I also have PPPD, so I get very overstimulated in like busy environments like Costco. So I really like to put in my headphones and just kind of like put my head down and get things done. It really helps a lot. So I always keep these in here. These are like the oldest AirPods that you can get. My sunglasses, these are actually a fresh pair. I bought myself Ray-Bans like 3 years ago and quickly realized that for me at least, not worth the money because they just get so scratched up. I actually found this identical pair off of Amazon. I think this is my 4th pair now, like 20 bucks. I find that these don't stretch out as much as my Ray-Bans do. So I'll link them down below because I get asked a decent amount on my sunglasses, but they're just my favorite sunglasses. I love them so much, and I don't keep them in a case, which is really, really bad. I know. I should start doing that, but these are my sunglasses. The brand is Sojos. I love them. Bring you guys down a little bit. Okay, I've got these. These are amazing. These are like little portable mouthwashes. The brand is called Go. I get these on Amazon and they are perfect. I don't know. I just feel like sometimes if you're out, especially like I said, being out for like usually a few hours running errands, I just need to like freshen up sometimes, or like at work after I've taken my mask off. These are great. So good, little portable mouthwashes. This is like peak fixer-upper life, but I recently got a mini measuring tape to put in my purse and it's been a game changer. I usually in my Notion have a section where I put down all the measurements of the spaces we're looking for like furniture for. So for example, I'm looking for like a mini side table, half moon table for the entryway to our bedroom. And whenever I'm at the thrift store, obviously if I see something I like, I have to usually take a chance on it because I don't have a measuring tape. But now I do. It's perfect. It's just this little blue one. It comes in like a pack of 3 for $10 on Amazon. So I think I also have one in my car and Matt has one, but it's just like perfect. Works great. And then you just push the little button to close it. Honestly, it might be one of my favorite things in my purse. Okay, lastly, I just have this like little container here. This is kind of like my wellness kit, emergency kit. I always have it with me. Like I said, your girl's got stomach issues, chronic nausea, acid reflux, long COVID, you name it. These are like my essentials in here. I also have chronic migraines. Yeah, just use this little container. I actually use this for my pin trading when we're at Disney, so it's a little scratched up, but she's multi-purpose. There's a lot in here. I've just got an extra elastic. I've got some electrolytes. These are just the sugar-free liquid IV. I kind of rotate what I need, but if I'm ever feeling like faint or dizzy or anything like that, typically electrolytes with the sodium kind of help bring me back to life. So I've got a few of those. I've got a roll-on peppermint essential oil for like my chronic migraines. This also helps me with my nausea too. I don't have them in here right now, but I also usually carry alcohol wipes in here. This is like a tip I learned when I was working in the hospital, like patient facing. If you're ever nauseous, sniff like rubbing alcohol or an alcohol wipe and it helps tremendously. So I usually have those in there, but I'm actually out right now. So that's a tip I have for you guys. I always have gum, like usually in my purse, but I'm out right now, but I clearly have like an emergency piece, once again, just for the chronic nausea. My Diet Coke girlies will get it, but I have some True Lime in here because that is the only acceptable way to drink your Diet Coke. So we've got some allergy medication in here. I get really bad seasonal allergies. I always have a COVID test with me. I know like some people don't care about this anymore, but I still COVID test before I like get on a plane, come home from a trip, anything like that. And this also comes with me on trips. So I just have a COVID test in here. I always have peppermint tea with me just in case like out on the go, once again, I'm feeling nauseous. I can just get like a hot water and put my own tea in it. We've got some Band-Aids in here. These are like the blister ones. You never know when you're gonna need these. And then Imodium. The girlies that get it, get it. Some bobby pins. So that's kind of what's in my little like wellness bag. I also usually have a mini travel sized brush that's like a boar bristle brush because I don't really ever brush my hair on the go. However, if it's slicked back, sometimes like if you don't slick it back enough, the little hairs start to come up. So I actually got, it was like 10 bucks on Amazon. It's just like a mini foldable boar bristle brush. And that way, if I'm like out on the go, it's like one of my biggest pet peeves when the gel starts to like ungel, I can just like quickly slick it back again. So I also have one of those, but I think it's in my car right now. That's everything that's in my bag. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I recommend the baggu. I love it so much. Let me know what is one thing that you cannot live without in your purse other than like the essentials, like a phone, wallet, keys. I would love to know because I'm always so curious what people keep in their purse. But hope you guys enjoyed. Love you guys so much and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.